You gotta understand, Kanan, that how people see you now is how they're gonna see you forever.
How you want people to see you, Kanan?
I want them to see me as me. Not who my mother is.
Gotta be real careful, Kanan. They get to where they are without dropping a whole lot of bodies behind.
Oh, like how you got the way you are?
All right.
But you mother kid, not you.
It seems like those of us in business with you are now being attacked.
It's one thing not to be able to trust my son. I can almost live with that. But I have to be able to trust my business partners. It's all about who you know.
Just think I'm dead. I ain't never been more in love. Thank your lucky stars you got a mother who loves you.
Beware of the hand when it's coming from the left eye. Just watch your step.
You want people to see you as you? You gotta let them know who you are. Famous last words.
What's up, ugly ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your glad friends. On today's video, we will be covering Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, and this one right here is titled The Burning Death of Raquel Thomas. That is right, I know a lot of ugly ass niggas is already in disbelief, and they think ain't no way this is about to happen. Well, I got news for you ugly ass niggas. I think it is a very high possibility. And that's what we're going to cover in this particular video. Because I remember a lot of y'all in the lives and even on a couple of videos, y'all was asking me, who do I think will end up going in the furnace? Well, I'm here to tell you that the answer to that question is none other than Raquel Thomas. And the proof is in the pudding, it is in the trailer, and in a couple of other context clues from the show that you need to be following. Now I'm going to cover all of that and more in this particular video. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this video. Now we're going to start this thing off. If you can remember, at the beginning of season 3, we was we actually seen, we've seen Stefano in season 2 actually, but still at the beginning of season 3, he kidnapped Rock and Unique, and basically he kidnapped her because he had a mission for her, that he wanted her to take out one of the crime bosses, Sal Busali, because in his opinion he was a fuck up and he was causing way too many trouble, too many problems for the family. So he felt that it was better off if he was gone. But of course, according to the rules of their families, a boss cannot whack another boss. Therefore, he needed someone else that was an enemy to Sal that already wanted to do it anyways to just knock him off. Now, why am I bringing this up? Well, that's because that is the time that we were first introduced to the furnace. If you can remember, he told us during this particular time, damn, I actually missed out on something, shit. Actually, this is where I want to go to, sorry. He told us during this time that furnace, I think he said it gets up to 400 or maybe 500 degrees Fahrenheit, and that it was hot enough to make any problem that he's had just disappear, right? And we all took it then when he was saying that was a clue that someone would end up going in those flames. Now, initially, folks was thinking that someone in season 3 would end up getting thrown in there, but we didn't see that happen. So I believe season 4 will be the season. Someone's getting thrown in there. The question was always who. And I'm here to tell you that it is Raquel Thomas. And I'm about to show y'all how. But first, let's go back. We have to go to this right here. So, you remember, obviously, in the season finale, Kanan, staged the kidnapping, right? And after he staged the kidnapping, Rock was, they asked for $500,000, which Rock didn't have liquid, so she needed to borrow it from someone else. The only person that she knew that had that type of money and could possibly give it to her on the fly like that was none other than Stefano. Now, why am I bringing this up? The reason I'm bringing this up is because he loaned her $500,000. Wait. So, like I said, he owed her. He loaned her $500,000. Now, the $500,000 is important because, as I told y'all on the trailer breakdown, I believe Kanan is going to end up taking that $500,000. It's something that's going to happen that Rock's. I don't know if she just didn't deliver the $500,000 back to Stefano and pay the interest that she owed. But something's going to happen that $500,000 is not going to be able to get back directly back to Stefano immediately. So she's going to end up holding on to it for some reason. I can't quite figure what that is. Maybe she's going to end up having to pay off something or someone else. And she's like, okay, I can end up, moving this work and then easily give that $500,000 back to him later. But it's gonna end up backfiring on her. Because Kanan is gonna steal all of it, the rest of it or whatever, and she's gonna be $500,000 in the hole. Well, actually more than that, because she has to pay the interest. Not exactly sure what the interest was, but the point is she had to pay it, right? So now let's go ahead and go a little further back to the furnace, right? So like we was discussing previously, we were saying somebody's going to go in it. I believe it is Raquel Thomas, and I want y'all to take a look at something. So, remember, this is probably the biggest part of the trailer that everyone was curious of, outside of maybe a couple of things with Unique or whatever, us figuring out, how he survived and stuff like that. But necessarily, we wasn't thinking about that in the trailer. I would say this probably drew the most attention in the trailer. Why was Rock crying? Because we all watched her for 3 seasons and been seeing her just being such this tough figure that never even got close to crying really. We may have seen her get emotional a little bit over Kanan, but never to the point where she's on the brink of tearing up really. So with that being said, we see here that she clearly has tears running down her cheeks. Now, these last niggas is probably thinking what they got to do with her going in the fire. Well, you got to give me time, these last niggas. Because I think you're not paying attention to the full context of this image here. Pay close attention. If you see it, you can see that it looks like a glow is on her face. Pay attention. This is not just her normal natural face. It's a glow on the face. Shit, that ain't supposed to show. But anyways, pay attention. Look at her face here. Another glow on her face. Same with Stefano. That's the reason why I had this image in here, because we know this image here is when they were right by the fire, when this image was going on, right? Now go to her. She's standing in front of the fire, and she's crying because this is about to be her end. Remember, Stefano told her there's only one way out last season if she gets back in. And what I believe could potentially happen is she's gonna owe that $500,000 to him, and she's not gonna have it to pay him. So her punishment will be she's thrown into those flames. Now here's a little bit more proof that I believe she is going to be the one. And now a lot of people are probably thinking, because I've seen a lot of channels, a lot of fans talk on who is going to be, because everyone feels like a big character outside of Famous. I think we all can agree Famous is going to be out of here this season. But outside of Famous, I think another big character will fall this season. And Rock is the one that no one is expecting. See, we fell for that same thing, I feel like, with Book 2 Ghost. And I'm not going to fall for it this time. We all was predicting Drew. Some was even predicting Kane. Some was predicting Effie. At the beginning, we was predicting Diana. But nobody, and I mean nobody. Oh yeah, some were predicting Tasha. And then obviously folks thought Carter was going to die. He didn't even end up dying. But nobody was saying Monet. Nobody. And it ended up being her. And I mean nobody, because I know I wasn't saying it, and I watched a bunch of other channels, and I pay attention to what the fans are saying. Nobody was saying Monet. I'm not saying nobody in the single world, but let's be honest. If it was a percentage of people saying Monet, it was a very small percentage. It wasn't enough that it was starting to circulate that people was, because if people were saying it more and more and more, a couple of channels would have at least made some videos about it. But no one was saying it. But Rock, I'm saying it, and I'm pretty sure I'm the first channel that's gonna call it. Rock is gonna die in the flames this season. Because let me show you something. This here is the grave of none other than 50 Cent's mom, Sabrina Jackson. It says she was born in 1958 and died in 1983. Now, why is this important? Well, if you know the timelines of the characters in the show, you would know that Rock was born in 1958, the same year as his actual mom. And how also Kanan, the character for the show, was born in 1975. What year is 50 Cent born in? 1975. How did 50 Cent's mom die? She died in a fire. Now, currently in the Raising Kanan's timeline, he was there in 1992. Now, Sabrina Jackson died in 1983. The only difference I think here is that they have a 10-year, they just made it 10 years, her survived 10 years longer than what 50 Cent's mother, Sabrina, actually survived to. So I think this new season, which I told y'all in the live, that I think is gonna transition over to 1993. So I think she may fall in 1993 opposed to 1983. Because I think he's falling, because you pay attention a lot, if you know some of the stories of 50 Cent's actual life, some of the events in the actual Power falls in place with some of his real events, like the things that he said went on with his uncles and things in that nature. So who's to say that they're not following the same thing? Except her dying in the fire in the apartment, she gets thrown inside of the furnace of Stefano. And now, I know a lot of y'all might want a little proof according to these ages. I'm going to show y'all really fast that indeed that was the age of the characters. And I'm showing you here that his mom was born in 1958. There's your proof here. It's easy. It's a quick, easy Google search for you to figure out 50 Cent was actually born in 1975, just like Kanan. And I'm gonna show you Kanan was born in 1975 right now. Give me a quick little second.
August 15th, 1975.
There. So there you have it with Kanan's age. He just told you. August 15, 1975. So there's your confirmation. He was born in 75. Because his father, Malcolm Howard, asked him his age. Now, let's go ahead and get confirmation to Raquel Thomas' age.
It's the right thing to do. The right thing to do. This from the undercover who pushed upon me when I was 16 years old. How brilliant.
There you have it. Now, ugly ass niggas is probably wondering, how is her saying that she was being pushed on by Howard when she was 16 years old? Confirmation that she was born in 1978. Well, we just got through seeing how old Kanan was. He said Kanan was born in 1975. And we already know from the first season that, you know, he was born, that he was 15 years of age at that particular time. So, with that being said, if he was 15 years of age, well, it don't even matter. He said he was born in 1975. That don't even matter. I just thought about it. He said he was born in 1975. Rock just told you he pushed on her when she was 16. So that means she had him when she was 17, more than likely. So go back 17 years from 1975, and there you have it, 1958. So that means Rock was born in 1958. The same age as 50 Cent's actual mother. So, if the show is following the exact same timeline, then that means it is a very high possibility that Miss Raquel Thomas will meet her end this season. Probably, I don't know if I want to say it's the finale, but more than likely, I will say it probably will be the finale. You know what I'm saying? Because it just would make more sense to me that it'll be the finale. But yeah, there you have it, people. You see, like I said, it looked like it was a flame that was going on at that particular time. And they gave you the hint in season 3. So, is it possible? Y'all definitely let me know in these comments. Is it possible that your girl Raquel Thomas will die a terrible, tragic, burning death at the end of this season? Now, I know before y'all glad niggas say it, let me go ahead and address this. But she already was in the pictures for season 5. That does not mean anything. It does not mean anything. If the show is coming out with another season, people. You really think they're gonna just have all the main characters showing season 5, showing up the hand sign saying 5, and don't have Rock in it? That's gonna be a dead giveaway that she dies. So of course they're gonna have her in it. So, with that being said, y'all definitely let me know in these comments, what do y'all think? Is it possible that your girl Raquel Thomas will fall at the hands of Stefano in the flames of his furnace? Or could she survive and the show is just choosing to go a different direction? Let me know that in the comments, but pretty much that's all I got for y'all as far as this particular video. So if you're cool with me, let me know what you're thinking. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like it, comment, let me know what you're thinking, but most importantly, make sure you share it with your friends. But until the next video, I'm out.